What's up, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to the channel, your go-to place for everything Pittsburgh Steelers. Today, we've got some breaking news and updates you don't want to miss. But before we jump into it, let's talk about this team. The Steelers are constantly working to improve, grinding every week to bring those W's back to Pittsburgh. That's what it's all about: resilience, passion, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. If you're all about that black and gold pride, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the best Steelers content out there. Now, let's get into today's story. Let's talk about cornerback Joey Porter Jr. If you've been following the Steelers this season, you know he's been a standout on the defensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, we've got some concerning news. Porter, who initially suffered what was thought to be a calf injury against the Baltimore Ravens, has now been diagnosed with a PCL sprain in his right knee. Here's the situation. Porter tried to return during the Ravens game but couldn't finish, and now the team has officially ruled him out for Wednesday's clash against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not only that, but he didn't practice at all this week, signaling that he might not be close to a return. 1. Impact on the secondary. Porter has been a lockdown presence in the Steelers' secondary, and his absence creates a significant challenge. With him out, the Steelers will rely on James Pierre and rookie Corey Trice Jr. to step up alongside Dante Jackson, who is returning from a back injury. Jackson's return is a bright spot, but losing Porter, especially against an offense as explosive as Kansas City's, puts immense pressure on the rest of the defensive backfield. 2. Playoff implications. The timing of this injury couldn't be worse. The Steelers are locked in a tight race with the Baltimore Ravens for the AFC North crown, and every game matters. If Porter's recovery extends into the playoffs, it could affect Pittsburgh's ability to contain elite quarterbacks and receivers in the postseason. 3. Comparisons to Jaylen Warren's recovery. Earlier this season, running back Jaylen Warren missed 2 games with the same type of injury. While he returned in Week 3, he wasn't at full strength immediately. If Porter follows a similar timeline, he might not be 100% by the first round of the playoffs. It's not all bad news, Steelers Nation. Wide receiver George Pickens, who has missed the last 3 games with a hamstring injury, is officially back. This is huge for Pittsburgh's offense, especially after 2 tough losses. Head coach Mike Tomlin summed it up perfectly. He is a splash playmaker. He's a one-on-one playmaker. Oftentimes, he controls schematics, which creates one-on-ones for others, or a light box regarding the run. Pickens leads the team with 55 catches and 850 yards, and his return should give the offense a much-needed boost against a Chiefs defense that has been forcing turnovers at a high rate. This Wednesday's matchup against the Chiefs is no ordinary game. Kansas City comes in at 14-1, and they're fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC. For Pittsburgh, this game is about more than just the standings. It's a test of resilience. Here's what the Steelers are up against. Chiefs offense. Led by Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City is dangerous both in the air and on the ground. With Joey Porter Jr. out, the secondary will have to find a way to slow down the Chiefs' passing attack. Turnover battle. The Chiefs' defense has forced 8 turnovers in the last 2 games. Protecting the ball will be critical for the Steelers, especially with the high stakes of this game. Playoff implications. A win keeps Pittsburgh in control of the AFC North race. A loss? It opens the door for Baltimore to take the division, setting up a potential wild card matchup against teams like Houston or Miami. Steelers fans, we know you bring the heat every game, but guess what? Even Kansas City Chiefs superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes is talking about it. In a press conference on Tuesday, Mahomes couldn't stop praising the atmosphere at Acrisure Stadium. He called it one of the most challenging environments in the NFL, comparing it to his home turf at Arrowhead. Here's what he had to say. "It's a great environment. I think that's the best thing about it. It's one of those true football stadiums just like Arrowhead, where you know the history of everybody that's played in this stadium and the history of this franchise. It's going to be rowdy. The fans will be out there. It'll be a great challenge for us, and it's going to feel as much like playoff football as you can possibly get." Did you hear that? Playoff football? Steelers Nation, this is our chance to show why we're the most passionate fan base in the league. Mahomes isn't having his best season statistically, but let's not get it twisted. He's still one of the most dangerous players in the NFL. With 3,608 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions this season, Mahomes has led the Chiefs to an incredible 14-1 record. But this is where the Steelers can step up. Our defense is the highest-paid unit in the league for a reason, and this is their chance to prove it. Key challenges for the defense. Contain the deep ball. Mahomes thrives on extending plays and finding his targets deep downfield. With injuries in the secondary, players like James Pierre and Corey Trice Jr. will need to rise to the occasion. Pressure Mahomes. The Steelers' pass rush, led by T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, must disrupt Mahomes early and often. If we can force him into quick decisions, it could lead to turnovers. Stop the run. While everyone focuses on Mahomes, the Chiefs' run game has quietly been effective. Controlling the line of scrimmage will be crucial. The return of George Pickens. A game-changer, Steelers fans. This is the moment we've been waiting for. George Pickens is back. After missing 3 games with a hamstring injury, Pickens returns just in time for this critical matchup. Coach Mike Tomlin put it best. He is a splash playmaker. He's a one-on-one playmaker. Oftentimes, he controls schematics, which creates one-on-ones for others, or a light box regarding the run. With Pickens on the field, the Chiefs' defense will have to think twice about blitzing Russell Wilson. Pickens' ability to stretch the field and win contested catches could open up opportunities for the entire offense. Russell Wilson, redemption time. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. He's had some ups and downs this season, and last week's game against the Ravens wasn't his best. A costly fumble and a pick-6 hurt the team, but Wilson has shown resilience throughout his career. Bounce-back opportunity. Facing a Chiefs defense known for aggressive blitzing, Wilson will need to stay poised and make smart decisions under pressure. Deep threat duo. With Pickens back, Wilson has the chance to reignite the Steelers' vertical passing game. This could be the difference maker against Kansas City. Leadership moment. A win against the Chiefs would not only boost Wilson's confidence, but also rally the entire team as they push for the playoffs. Steelers Nation, your role on game day. This game isn't just about the players on the field, it's about us, Steelers Nation. Mahomes has already acknowledged how our energy can disrupt opposing teams. Let's prove him right. When the Chiefs step onto our turf, we need to bring the noise. Let's make it impossible for their offense to communicate. Let's show them what Pittsburgh pride is all about. Now here's where we need you, Steelers Nation. We're calling on all of you, the diehards, the lifers, the black and gold faithful, to share your thoughts. How concerned are you about Joey Porter Jr.'s injury? Do you think the defense can hold up without him in the playoffs? What are your expectations for George Pickens' return? Can he be the difference maker against Kansas City? How confident are you in the Steelers' chances to win the AFC North? Let us know in the comments below. Your passion and insights are what make this community so special. Steelers Nation. This season has been a roller coaster. But one thing remains constant: our love for this team. Injuries and challenges are part of the game, but the Steelers have always been about grit, determination, and finding a way to win. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, we'll keep riding this wave and cheering on the black and gold through every high and low. Thanks for tuning in, Steelers Nation. Until next time, here we go, Steelers. Let's bring it home.